Continue with the
Conference
OOPs.
will now be recorded.
Yeah. So we will continue with the OOPs. The next one, abstraction. Abstraction. Okay. What about abstract? What is meaning of abstraction? What is the meaning of abstraction? Anybody? There is a class. I want to abstract the class into the one more area. Okay. There is a class. I need to abstract the class into the one more area. There is a kind of abstraction. I will tell you how to do work with this. Okay. So now I want to define a class called something like shape, and which is something like ABC. Okay, this is a parameter I'm going to be taking. Inside this class, I will write some abstract method. Abstract method. Okay, this abstract method is something like def area for this self. Okay. Then I don't want to write any content inside this, but just pass. Now I will write down one more class for that. One more class called circle. Class called circle. For this circle, shape is the superclass. Okay. For this, I want to write a very good. Now I want to call a method def area. I want to write a method def area, and that is self again. And here, what I want to do is I want to return some value for that. Okay, return 3.14, no? 3.14, something like pi r square. See, pi r square. Pi means 3.14, and self dot radius into self dot radius. Okay. Then create an object for this. Create object for circle. First of all, execute this. Name error shape ABC. Okay, for that I want to import from ABC, import ABC abstract method. Okay, fine. Now I can able to execute this. Code executed. Come to the next line. Create object for the circle. Circle is equal to circle of radius. Pass the radius. I pass the radius here. Now print circle dot area. Execute it. Now, what is the area? What is the area? 78.5. Okay. So till now, oops completed. Next, we have to go with the exception handling. See how exception handling is. What is the meaning of exception, guys? What is the meaning of exception? Anyone? What is the meaning of exception? An error. Exception is an error while run the program. While run the program. Okay, how to handle this? For example, there is a common exception. There is a common exception, divisible exception. Let's go. For example, if I want to divide with 0, if I want to divide 10/0, is it possible? What is this infinity? Zero division error. What is the error over there? What is the error over there? What is the error? What is the kind of error? We can see. This is something like a zero division error. Okay, any number cannot able to divisible by 0. Any number cannot able to divisible by 0. You know that, right? This is one kind of exception. And there is a one more kind of exception. X is equal to, for example, int of take a string like Mohansh. If I want to convert Mohansh into the integer, is it possible, sir? I want to convert Mohansh into the integer. Is it possible? This is a kind of value error. The previous one is zero division error, and this one is a value error. Please mute everyone. This is a kind of value error. This is a kind of zero division error. Okay. How to solve this kind of errors? Whenever you have this kind of errors, how to resolve? There is something like a try except finally. Try except. Try except. There are three things. There are three important keywords you have to remember for the exception handling. One is try. One is try. One is except. One is finally. What we can do with the try? In the try block of the code to test. Block of the code for test. In the except, block to handle specific error type. In the except, block to handle specific error types. Specific error types. And finally, always executes. Always executes. This is always executes. Okay, we will write one simple example for this. So whatever the kind of error we have, that I am trying to chasing now. Okay, go with the code. Try. In the try block, I go for 10 divisible by 0. I go for 10 divisible by 0. Then except block. Except is something kind of value error. Value error. This is a value error or exception error. What is the kind of error it is? Okay, do one thing. Int of Mohansh. This is basically value error. Okay, except value error. Except value error. This is a kind of value error. Can I go top? This is a zero division error. This is the value error. Okay, this is the value error. This is the value error. Print invalid value, something like that. Invalid value. Except, again, if you want, except if it is a zero divisible error, type error zero divisible error, zero division error, cannot divide by 0. Print cannot divide by 0. Let's do one thing. I do 10 by 0. And finally, program ended. Final block. So now the program is not going to be getting error. The program continues. with the exception. So division by zero error. Division by zero error. This is division by zero error and finally block and carry forward. So your program is not going to be getting stopped. Your program is not going to be getting stopped. Am I clear, guys? Any questions on this? Am I clear or any questions on this? So previously what is happening when I go for 10 divided by 0? Okay, if I do convert int of Mohansh, I do int of Mohansh, carry forward, execute the block, invalid value, invalid value. The value, this is actually value error. This is actually value error. Invalid value, finally block. Continue or continue. You can write something like continue. Continue program. You can write like a continue program. Simple thing. Next, we can try to work out one more example, handling multiple exceptions. Handling multiple exceptions. Handling multiple exceptions. How to handle multiple exceptions? Try a is equal to something like I want to take 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is the list, but I'm trying to working like print a of 10. A of 10 is available here. A of 10 is available here. Except check like index error or name error, whatever it may be. There are different kind of errors. Index error or name error. You can check the documentation. What are the kind of errors which are going to be available? Okay, index error or name error as e object, error object, and error occurred. What is the kind of error occurred? I want to see. What is the kind of error occurred? I want to see. Okay, let me go execute the program. Execute the program. Error occurred. List index out of range. List index out of range. Okay, without writing all these things, without writing the error block, without writing the try catch, just write the code, that same code. You are going to be getting a unexpected indentation error. Oh my god, this is indentation error. Okay, fine. This is one kind of error. Index error. Index error, list index out of range. The same thing I got here. The same thing I got here. I don't know what is the kind of error. I want to see the error. That is the why reason I'm just taking like E. Index error, name error, or this kind of error. Index error. I'm checking like index error. Okay. Am I clear? Then how to use else part in the exceptions? Using else part. Session is recording. I don't know. Yeah. Index using else. How to work it? How to work this? Try. Suppose for example, number is equal to input of input of enter a number. Enter a number. Then I'm just converting this number into the number again. Int of input of. Okay. That number you can take. Then except, this is tracer. Then except value error, invalid something, invalid number, else valid number, else valid number. Now execute this, enter a number and check it out. For example, if I enter 12, that is fine, valid number. Okay, execute one more time. Execute one more time. If I enter a character, enter a number, invalid number. I entered A, right? If I enter Mohansh, what will happen? Anybody? Anybody? Tell me. Nobody talking. Sir, am I audible now? Am I audible, guys? I don't know. My voice is not audible, I think so. Rohit? Audible. Manasa, what will happen when I enter Mohansh here?
Value error, sir.
Value error.
Invalid number.
Invalid number. What happened? Okay, restart. One second. Uh, this is getting restarting. Okay, so I just enter Mohansh here. If I enter Mohansh, let me stop this and restart. Collaborator issue. Wait for a few more minutes. Collaboratory. Mohansh. Then you entered a number like Mohansh, that is actually invalid number. You entered a number like Mohansh, that is invalid number. Am I clear? Any questions on this? Exception handling? Any questions on this? Exception handling?
So finally and else both are same, sir. So here finally or else.
Both are same.
Okay,
Both
got
are
it.
same. You can use finally or you can use else. Okay, let's go with the iterators.
Sir,
Go ahead.
sir, Sir, if we know the errors already, we declared this is a value error, this is a zero division error. So what if I don't know the error? So how can I initialize the default value? Is there any other option in Python, sir?
Other options, no. Only we have few kind of errors. Let me go to the documentation. I will show. Okay. What are the kind of Python errors? Python error types. Python error
Yep.
types. We'll be having all predefined error types.
Error type is predefined. That's okay, sir. But
Hmm.
if we print the value, I mean, without declaring the error, I want to print that error. How can I do that, sir?
That is the why reason I'm just giving this. That is the why reason I'm just giving this. This line, you can see this line. You can see this line. One second, one second. Where is this? This one. This one. This one, Manasa. Okay. For example, whatever the question you are asking, that is a good question. I will go through that. Just go to the code and let me write down something like try. This is the question you are asking, right? A is equal to, suppose A is equal to, I'm not giving the value. Okay. Then accept. Hmm, Print error is comma E. This is the question you are asking, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. This is syntax error. Okay. When you get the syntax error, when you are getting the syntax error, you can keep the syntax error here in the parenthesis. Except parenthesis, you can give the syntax error. Copy this, keep here. If you are finding the error like this, invalid syntax. Again, it is saying that. Except finally, I need to write a finally, na? Continue. Same. Accept and run. What happened now? Just it is going like continue. But if I'm not giving the value, we should get like this, na? That is runtime. That is runtime. Syntax error we cannot able to do. Runtime errors only we can able to find with exception handling. Mansa, this is a runtime error. Runtime errors we can able to handle with exception handling. Syntax error you have to solve it. The program, whatever the program you are writing, that you need to go through the right way. If you are doing the syntax mistakes, programs will not run. But inside the runtime, in the runtime, you will be getting something. 10 by 0 is a runtime error. And int of Mohansh is the runtime error. But this is syntax error. Syntax error you have to solve. Getting my answer? Syntax error we
Yes, sir.
can't do. First, we need to write the proper code. But in the runtime, you are getting some different kind of issues. Some kind of value issues, zero divisible by issues. So then you have to go with the exception handlings. Exception handling will work in only runtime. remember, but not syntax mistakes. Syntax mistakes you have to do. The syntax mistakes you have to do first. You have to clear first. Okay, next iterators. What are the iterators? Iterator is an object. Iterator. Iterator is an object in Python. To run loops. Same for loop. Okay. For example, I will take numbers now. If I take numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 5 enough. Now it is my object. It is equal to iter numbers. Okay, what's in the code? Code already came. Iter numbers. Print next it, next it, next it. Suppose, for example, why iterator is using? What is the difference between the loops and iterators? What is the difference between the loops and iterators? Can I go through the loop now? I will show. For example, for loop, if I am writing for loop for I in range of 5, in range of 5, then print I. What happened? I is going to be printing for how many times? 5 times. Okay. If I want to stop the block, if I want to stop the block some area, okay. So again, I am writing the iter. Next, next. If I keep the next number of times, it is going to be iterating the values number of time. If I go for one more time, what will happen? Error will come. Stop iteration. Already iteration over. Already iteration is over. There is no continuation after this. That is the why reason last print you can remove this. Now, what about the loop now? I in range. I in range 1, 5. I in range 1, 5. Let me go 6. If I give 6, only 5 values print. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I want to stop this loop at 3. What I want to do? If I want to stop this loop at 3, what I want to do for that? If I equal to 3, then break na. In JavaScript also this is available. In JavaScript also this is available. If I equal to 3, just break it. If I is equal to 5, just break it. If I is equal to, okay, let me go with the one more block.
So we can write like if I is equal to like three range also we can put there.
Yeah, whatever you want.
How is that command?
Okay, let's continue. If I say continue, there is a keyword called continue. If I is equal to 5, just continue. Or I is equal to 3, just continue. Continue means only 3 will skip. Only 3 will skip. 1, 2, 4, 5 coming. There is no much difference between the iterations and loops. Iteration is however you want step by step loop. But for loop is not like that, na? The total values will execute at once. That is the for loop. In real time, you can use this in a different ways. Am I clear? Iteration.
Slight confusion. I understood the concept. Like let's say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there, sir. After 3, I don't want to print anything.
Then break it. For loop, you can write
Then
for
break.
loop.
Okay, that's all. Okay.
Then you can write for loop.
Follow.
See, let me show. In 1 to 20. Okay. 1 to 20. So if I is equal to 10, just stop the loop. It will go to only 10 values.
Okay.
Don't confuse. What is the meaning of continue is only that particular value is skipping.
Yes, sir.
If I is equal to 3, that value only skipping. Clear? Okay, let
Yes.
me go with one more concept called generators. Sorry, what happened? Generators. So for generator, let me write down the countdown tower. Countdown, countdown for the generator. And number of values. I will take a parameter n, and let me write a loop while n is greater than 0, and yield. There is a keyword called yield n. Then n minus equal to 1. Okay. Let's write down the for loop now. For I in countdown of 5. What is the method? Countdown of 10, for example. If I take 10 values, countdown of 10 values. Okay. Expected. Oh, okay. Okay. Print I. Hmm. What is going on here? What is going on? Just reverse, sir. The loop is reverse. This is just loop reverse. Am I clear? See, iterators, generators, loops, all these things are actually same, sir. Whatever you want, you can write. Loops are simple, na? For loops are simple, na? You can use for loops only. Okay.
And understand this generators. Countdown, you said n variable. Okay.
Mm.
Yield and all.
Yield is nothing but printing, sir. Print, yield, both are same. Again,
Okay.
print, yield, both are same. Okay, na?
Where are we executing the above functions? There, def countdown of 10
Yes.
you mentioned, right?
Yes. Executing above function.
Above function n is there. We didn't give any n value, right, as an input there here.
We are giving na 10 each. We are giving
So
6,
I
10.
in countdown of 6. Okay,
Countdown of
countdown
6.
we are calling there. Okay. So with the countdown we are calling the function. Okay.
Yes, yes.
That countdown you're entering as 6. Okay. Right. So that
Yes,
n value is
yes.
6.
Yes, yes.
Understood.
Understood? Ah? Right.
Yes, sir. That's clear.
Okay. The next value we can go through NumPy. Sir, on top of Python, there are multiple mathematical libraries or different kind of libraries are available. Data related libraries are available. On top of Python, you can work on NumPy. For our course, for our course, basically NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib enough, and Django Flask. These things are enough. We are not going to be dealing data analyticals or data analytics and different kind of other systems like gaming. We are not doing the gaming, na? We are not doing the mobile application development, na? What are the specific libraries we have to learn after the Python? So this Python, on top of this Python programming, what are the different libraries we have to learn? I'm just trying to writing here. One is the NumPy, one is the Pandas, I will explore all these libraries one by one. Then we will continue the NumPy programs tomorrow. I will explore all the libraries first. One is the pandas. One is the matplotlib. Matplotlib. One more is Seaborn. Seaborn. Okay, matplotlib is enough. No need to go for the Seaborn. That is the advanced library of matplotlib. And one more is Flask. And one more is Django. Django. Desilence basically Django. That is. And one more scikit-learn. 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 And one more is Seaborn. Keras. Keras. Okay. So for the web application development, what are the libraries required? For the web application development, this is for web development. And this is also for the web development. Server side. Server side connectivity. These two are server side connectivity. Django and Flask, these two are server side connectivity. And coming to the NumPy, this is related to the data science and AI. And pandas, again, data science and AI. Data science means data science includes with the data analytics also. Data science means data analytics also included with that. Even matplotlib is also DS AI. Seaborn only for AI. Keras only for AI. Scikit-learn both for DS and AI. Am I clear? This architecture. By this architecture, you can able to understand where we are using Python libraries. What is the Python library which is related to the data science and AI, and which library for server side development, database connectivity. Okay. Let me go to the NumPy. Let me go to the NumPy now. Official documentation for NumPy. NumPy. Just to go through the official documentation first. A fundamental package for scientific computing in Python. Fundamental package for scientific computing in Python. What we can do with NumPy? NumPy nothing but numerical Python. You can able to work with matrix. You can able to work with matrix in NumPy. N-dimensional matrix, one-dimensional matrix, you can able to work. Two-dimensional, n-dimensional matrix, you can able to work with. How to use NumPy in Python? Import NumPy as NP. Just import NumPy as NP. Let me go. Import numpy as np. Np is alias name. After that, I want to create a one-dimensional array that was executed. So I want to create a one-dimensional array, but in Python we have the list items. In Python we have the list items, but here in NumPy we can be able to create arrays. Structure is same, but list is one-dimensional. Na? How? What is the list? List is one-dimensional or two-dimensional?
One
List is
dimensional.
one-dimensional or two-dimensional? One-dimensional. For example, using with the list, I want to create a n-dimensional. What you can do? Manasa? You have to write a bigger code now. Yeah, we can able to create the n-dimensional list also, but you need to create the. We need to write the few number of for loops, number of code we need to write. But using with the NumPy, it is very simple. np.array, np.array. Then you can create your list inside this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I just given np.array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside this. Now execute the array. Very fast. very fast I created array. Okay, if I want to create a two-dimensional, this is one-dimensional, remember. This is one-dimensional. One-dimensional. Okay, I want two-dimensional. Two-dimensional now. Two-dimensional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comma. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, array 1, array 1. Now this is two-dimensional. What the error? Okay. Two-dimensional means one more list. We need to keep these two into the list. This is two-dimensional array. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
This is two-dimensional array. Okay. I want to see what is the shape of this array. What is the shape of this array? Dot shape. There is a method called shape. What is the shape of this array? 2 by 5 matrix. 2 by 5 matrix. 2 rows and 5 columns. What is the size of the array? How many elements are available in the array? Some methods are there. What is the size of array? 10. 10. Am I clear? Okay. Now I want to create an array with zeros. np dot zeros. What is the matrix you want? You can write it. 2 by 3 matrix I want. 2 rows and 3 columns. Or 7 by 3 matrix. 7 rows and 3 columns. 7 rows and 3 columns. That will go with the zeros. Next we can go with the ones also. Same like ones. But there is no twos, there is no threes. Zeros and ones only. You can able to see the shapes and all. Previous one is np dot zeros. This one is np dot ones. Okay, some basic operations you can able to perform on this numpy arrays. Like a is equal to np dot array create the list 1 comma 2 comma 3. B is equal to np.array four comma 5 comma 6. Now can I do a plus b? What happened?
It's
What
adding the
happened?
value, sir.
Adding the values. Okay. If the size is different, size is okay. Both size is okay. If both sizes similar, then only we can able to add. For example, if I go for like this one, size issue, value issue, operand could not be broadcast together at the shape of the 4 comma 3. You have to go with the similar shapes. Remember, whenever you want to perform this kind of operations, you need to go with the similar shapes. Okay. I am doing a plus operation. Can I do a minus b? Can I do a minus b? A minus b. Working out. Okay. A star b. Numbers na you can do mathematic operations. All these are numbers only. You can do mathematics. A to the power of b. Mathematics na you can play. You can play with mathematics. Okay. Okay. So indexing and slicing and some few methods are there with the NumPy. We will continue the NumPy in the tomorrow session, and we'll close the NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib mostly tomorrow. Okay. So have a good day. See you signing off. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel. If anybody not subscribed so far, please subscribe the channel. Comments are needful, and please provide some comments on Gen AI video. You already uploaded Gen AI video in YouTube. Please provide some comments for Gen AI video and refer your friends also. Bye for now. See you signing off. Have a good day. Any questions announced? Any questions?
So I didn't get the notes.
You didn't get the notes. Yesterday you given even email IDs, I think. Saturday, na?
I'm give, I'm giving you now.
Saturday you given, na?
No, sir, I'm giving you now.
You give me. If anybody not get notes, please give me the email IDs.
Sir, given on chat.
Okay. If anybody not getting the notes, please get. Manasa, you are getting a notes? Shreya.
Yes, sir, I received.
Shreya. Shreya, Siddhartha. Okay, fine, guys. Like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel. Yesterday's Python video not uploaded. Already uploaded, sir. YouTube. Check it out. Already uploaded all videos. Check in YouTube. Okay, bye. Have a good day.